I don't know if is ETO back.
Yes.
Good, because we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Root Winter Tournament, round 2, game 30. My name is Guerric. That's Lily.
Hello.
Our players today, well, you know we have ETO, so ETO say hello.
Hello.
We also have Juan.
Hi, everyone.
Humberto.
Hello, hello.
And ErPollo. Polo. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hello.
All right, I'm going to get that correct for the rest of the game. In the meantime, you're going to play the game. So everyone, good luck, have fun. I'm going to go on mute and let y'all get started.
All right, awesome.
All right,
Thank you
thanks,
very
Gabe.
much.
There we go.
Okay.
ErPollo. ErPollo. I know that.
Think like
Poland
Poland.
draft we have here.
I just...
Yeah.
I like this draft.
So
This is
let's
an interesting
go
one.
into.
Where are we going? It's a really good question.
Let's
That's a
go
good
ahead
question.
and do mountain. Let's have some fun.
All right.
I love Mountain. Sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, chat. That's why I made that mistake. I was like, double L, that's... I even double checked it beforehand. My brain farted in the moment.
We've been off for too long, apparently.
We have.
Ooh,
This is not Elden Ring.
It's not Elden Ring. Woodland Alliance, 4th pick.
The Woodland Alliance.
Very interesting.
I mean, they have been a strong performer in the tournament.
They have. I mean, they're the
Not
Woodland
surprised,
Alliance. But I will say 4th seat Woodland Alliance.
Choose my
I don't know how
three
they've been
cards
doing
now,
so far.
or will it-
Actually,
No.
I do.
The only thing
Let
you
me
have
check.
to do is put your victory point marker on there.
Yeah. And then just click done.
Well, okay, I'm a liar.
Done.
Woodland Alliance has been in 4th seat 10 times in round 2.
Alright, this makes it tough.
So, therefore, I'm just a liar here.
You're just a liar. It's okay. Science is a liar sometimes.
It's fair. It's fair. Okay, and we got some duchy. Like it. Okay. Interesting. This gets to start pretty heavy in the 2 clearings. The center of the board, really.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Sorry, I realized that the sound was not, for the game, was not coming through, so I'm fixing that real quick.
I see. I was curious why you were suddenly changing things and I can't respond to chat now because I cannot see them.
It's okay, chat's not important, right, chat?
And we're here again.
All right.
All right. So yeah, that's a really interesting setup location because it centralizes so much power on the pass. It does not, of course, place a homeland there.
No.
So you're not actually blocking it from somebody who could set up in the homeland, but...
There's not anyone else who can set up there, though, because Erie and Badgers start on the edge of the map.
This is true. I just couldn't remember who was out left in the pool when I said that, so...
I got you.
2, 3.
So we've got our Erie. You know, this could be a very classic stomping game, especially if
Two
we get
plus
Badgers in
queen.
here.
Is anything classic about Badgers?
These two
Yes.
down here. Oh no, this one right here.
Death is classic with
Here,
Badgers.
here, and this fight.
Death and Relics.
These 3 or yeah.
This definitely seems like it could be a very difficult map.
I will go.
For other players who are not playing Woodland Alliance and Badgers just because of the interconnectivity.
It, Mountain Map is interesting because it's generally... There's very few
That's
factions...
not my homeland. My homeland's up in the Fox clearing.
Ah,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's very few factions who are not helped by a mountain, so it's really more a question of how much each faction is helped by a mountain.
Yeah.
And you're trying to get the best delta
All right.
out of that.
Hold.
And it is a mystery
Am I gonna have
whether Moles and Erie are going to be able to
Mercy badge.
make the map work for them better than somebody like Wooden Alliance and Vagabond or Badgers, who are 3 of the factions who can take the best advantage of the Lost City.
That's very true.
Am I
Hi,
right?
Steph by Rudy, but also by
I
Steph
think
by
so.
Rudy.
I mean, these two would be also.
Available.
But it also
It's interesting.
has to be 2 or
I feel
more,
like of these last 2 choices,
Well, this
I
is the
don't
only one
necessarily
that
see
is-
either one of
and
them being
everything's-
wrong.
2, so
Yeah, I'm trying to think about it. They're both
I think it's actually 3.
pretty strong
It's just
picks.
that one mouse clearing on the right, right?
They both like mountain map.
Is it even 3? It's still just. Oh, yeah, it's the blocked path.
Vagabond is the one that's least affected by Wooden Alliance.
And there it is.
And there it is.
Like, my head's kind of in Vagabond land since I've been studying the quest deck for a bit, but
All right.
I think the Badgers on paper are a stronger faction and thus arguably a stronger pick, but
Oh.
ooh,
That's a request.
that is rough.
that is very rough. As I've officially decided I hate Fox quests.
Actually,
They're the worst, and that is rough.
actually,
So
let's start here.
two errands is, oh god.
What does the fox say?
Let's place our marker.
I will say though, with this placement of errands, I love how the
Alright,
two
so we
vagabonds
are
are
ready
now
to
looking
go,
at
guys.
each other, being like, "What has he got on his list?"
Done.
But what's he got over there? Sorry, that made me laugh.
It's very funny.
So I'm hoping to see this vagabond having tea in their hand. I think it's gonna be crucial.
Yeah, it's going to end up being critical to the Vagabonds game, whether they can get a T.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Well, actually, there's a world where that's not true. Harrier is infamous for being able to survive on 2 swords and a torch.
That's true. That's true.
Because it gives you a movement to anywhere you want and 2 battles. And you can just infamy farm the most vulnerable clearing every turn that you're able for the entire game. Granted, this is weaker with Despot Infamy,
Yeah.
but depending, I mean, we have a Despot Eerie, which means they're going to be more lightly defended roosts.
Yes, that's true.
Depending on what moles do, they might be putting out lightly defended tunnels. If Wooden Alliance
Wooden Alliance is always lightly defended. Let's be real here.
Right. I mean, if you're able to turn a hostile with Wooden Alliance early enough, you could farm sympathy all game. There's a world where this is an aggro Harrier game, and it works out even in the world of Despot Infamy.
That is very true. All right, all players
Okay,
are leaving.
go
It's
ahead
time for
and
the
lead our
Dice
dice.
Assassin, also known as Guerric.
I feel like when you say it that way, it needs a theme tune or something. Like we have a jingle come in, like Dice Assassin.
I want it to be like the Speed Racer theme song, similar, like in that same realm.
Dice Assassin. Dice Assassin.
Perfect.
Dice Assassin, go.
Perfect. Just keep doing this. Everything about it is great. I wanted that to sound as dry as possible, so you could not tell if I was being sarcastic or not. Did it work?
I just ignore whether you're being sarcastic or not
Perfect.
for like all of life.
That's fair. I mean, half the time I talk in a way that's not obvious if I'm being sarcastic or not, so...
Yeah, well... Nev, no. Yeah, I will fix the VP marker now because I'm going to tell them to hit the start recording thing. Real quick, could somebody hit start recording on the object over by the rulebook for me?
Yep. You got it, Humberto? There we go.
Yep.
Also, you will need to use the white Vagabond VP marker, if that's all right.
You might have to
Alright,
reset
yeah,
it.
it's fine.
Yeah, we'll get there in a second.
Okay.
And then, before you get started, could someone actually hit reset recording and then start again? I got an error message, and I'm not sure why.
I'll do it.
Perfect.
Okay, we're good. Wait, birds, one alliance, and moles.
I have no clue why it's
Alright.
spitting out an error. We're not going to worry about it.
That sounds like us.
So, we go ahead and start.
Okay.
I'm gonna slip here.
Classic.
Classic Harrier. Cue the laugh track.
Let's just slip there. We might do something that
I don't know what's up.
is a really
It's
terrible
okay.
idea.
It's been a weird day.
Besides getting this ruin, which is a bag, which is
bag.
Ooh.
alright.
That is
It's not bad, but it's not great.
Get your point.
not the worst.
Yep.
It might actually be the worst thing to pull from the ruins for Harrier.
And I'm
Yep,
gonna
they can't
aid the moles.
Because Harrier actually doesn't hate a boot because Harrier doesn't start with a boot. Glide is really good. Like, good enough that you don't always need the boot, but having a boot in your pocket is not bad.
No, absolutely not.
A bag is kind of bad.
Item with.
Oh, especially with 2 boot quest. Oh, yeah. I think that bag was the worst thing we could have pulled.
I don't think his sword would have done them much good either.
No, because if we get the sword, we could arguably start doing the torch double sword thing.
And-
That's true.
Oh
That's
wait,
true.
gotta exhaust something for that.
Like we were even in a clearing with 3 moles. We could have gone straight for 2 points.
And that's pretty much. Let's draw.
That would have
2
been a very
cards
brutal opening
and
for the
call it a
moles.
day.
Oh yeah.
Can we just turn the stats collector off?
Alright.
It is going to spit out that error every time Pet passes turn.
Why would it be doing that?
I have no idea. We'll have to message Arcanine.
You think the issue was that turns weren't on?
No. Maybe. I don't know.
Start by putting that bird.
We
in
have a
recruit.
message. Maybe it's Arcanine telling you what everything's
No,
wrong.
it's Pete.
No.
Probably talking to me about Elden Ring.
That's all I hear about anymore.
Yeah, early bag could have been useful with the right quests, but we don't have those quests. So like,
Did Vagabond get their 2 points for that turn? Yes.
yes. I can't remember now if I normally tell players to start the collector after I do the turns.
Now I will.
I think you normally do, because I think you normally turn on turns
Crap.
before they come back, like right after they come back in, before you go on a mute. Ooh, first term Charm Offensive.
Craft Charm Offensive.
Evil.
Sorry guys, can you see the cards, the card that he put?
Yes.
Okay, I can't.
Granitep, yeah, he did 8 the moles.
No, this one. I can only see the back, the card. All right.
Oh.
Now I can see it.
Good old TTS.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
It's always fun.
Um,
That's a lie, it's never fun.
Never.
Ever.
and now I will resolve the decree. So I'll get a guy here.
You need more gambles.
I will move. These 4 guys here. And build a roost. And now I will draw a card with Charm Offensive. And I'll give the point.
Me?
Alright, you can have the first one. I'll give the point to the Alliance.
Hey.
And the Alliance wins by 1 point.
That's real risky. I thought there was a strong argument for Vagabond.
Yep.
Ooh.
I mean, Vagabond typically has a lot of trouble in like the mid-late game when other people start pulling ahead.
It
And
also could put a target on their back early to maybe take heat off of somebody else.
it also could, yeah.
All right. One
Please,
warrior
it's
in the
going to kill me.
burrow. Going on to
Either have them reset it or
daylight.
just turn it off.
I'm going to recruit. And then move just 1, I think. Yep. Group move 1. And then no swayed ministers. I can reveal cards to sway a minister.
Anything crazy yet? Not yeah, well, Woodland Alliance got Charm Offensive point. That's insane.
Oh,
Nope. Still an error.
it's being recorded. I hope everything's fine.
All right. On to swaying ministers. I have moles and 2 fox clearings plus the lost city. I'll reveal informants, fox folk steel, and swap meet to sway my brigadier for a mighty 2 points.
All right, starting off with Bridget. Pretty
Always.
classic.
My
Always
hand.
good, always
I
good.
can't craft because I have no buildings. I'll draw 1 card.
Woodland Alliance in a good position though. They already got a point. They haven't even gone.
True. You're gonna have to deal with those
I'm going
errors.
to-
Swidmark, my hair is different. It's also very, very short.
Moles are a thread. uh, yeah. So,
I'm going to use the 2 Bunny.
okay. This Wooden Alliance is beelining
City,
for the Lost City.
and then now I want to put.
The table could be in real trouble if they allow Wooden Alliance to gain a foothold there, because the Wooden Alliance can put 2 bases down there.
Yeah.
And if they don't put their 3rd base out somewhere else, they can revolt in that clearing every turn they have 2 supporters.
Because there's
That's
martial
true.
law, right?
Although, the table also now has to be worried about this Eerie being a bunny dominance too. There's a lot of worries for this table.
That's true. There's 3 bunny clearings. It is Despot, so they can feed off of the sympathy very well.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if they saw that. I do understand why the
It's 3
Woodland Lions did this.
F.
Because there was nowhere to spread 1 fox and 2 bunnies, considering the map is very locked up.
Yeah.
That being said, how has no one opened a path?
Yeah,
All right. We refresh. 3 iron.
I'm surprised nobody did, but I expect we'll see it this round.
Let's
We'll
slip
see.
out
I mean,
here.
the person who's most incentivized to open a path is the Vagabond.
Yes, but the Vagabond did admittedly aid.
Yeah.
Wait, did it?
I have trouble seeing him too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I for some reason I thought Vagabond only had 3 cards in hand, but they have 4.
All right, let's slip right
You
there.
can count. I believe in you.
I'm not convinced
Let's
I
go
can.
ahead and exhaust our torch to get a boot, which
Boot.
is awesome.
That's boot. The Unchosen faction
Let's
was the Keepers in
exhaust
Iron, or
our
Badgers as they're more
bag.
commonly known.
We can actually
Um, But yeah, like Eerie
Actually-
likes having cards.
Yep.
yeah, I'll exhaust.
Duchy likes having cards.
Yep.
Wolf
Wooden
Alliance
Alliance.
likes having cards. Like
Yep.
Vagabond really is the person
There you go, sir.
most incentivized to clear a path, in my
I'll
opinion.
get 1 point plus.
Loving this aiding.
my
I think we'll probably see the path
Get one
this
more for
turn.
your ruin as well.
Oh, you're totally right. Thank you. Forgot about that. All right. Let's go ahead and move once. Right here again,
We're not seeing a path this turn.
and I'm gonna use my
Ooh.
sword. No, my crossbow to get the sympathy,
Okay.
and
You're
I
going to
will
just
give
farm
this
sympathy.
card to the Wooden Alliance.
Now I don't know what our hand is.
Sorry, I didn't ask. Will you ambushed?
Oh, yeah, it's the crossbow.
yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
ambush.
Oh yeah,
Just a crossbow.
Oh yeah, it was a
Yep.
crossbow. Yeah. Sorry. All right. I think that's pretty much gonna draw.
I don't mind this just
cards,
because it took
and
them
I
2
think I'm
cards
not
to put that
missing
down. You're only giving them 1 card back.
Very good.
And it's also getting them out of velocity. I feel like that's overall very good. Please delete the stats collector.
No, calm down. Deal with it. So my concern was we could have potentially, depending on our hand, we could have pitched that card to the path and then not given the Wooden Alliance anything from our hand. It depends on what we had remaining. There's no way for us to really comment without seeing the rest of the hand, which
Yeah,
we can't.
that's true.
But that's something that could have potentially happened.
So I'm just gonna put.
Oh, it
this-
was Lost City. You're right. That's true. It was Lost City.
I mean, I still think they could have cleared a path anyway, considering they had 3 cards in hand going into that fight.
this
Right,
off
right.
card in to move.
Control 5, F5. We don't actually want to see people's cards in hand. It's more fun.
No. That's for turning off the notifications, presumably.
I'm going to craft.
I don't know if I want to hide.
I want to hide chat though.
No, yeah, Nev, it's not the chat that she wants to hide. It's
The
the
giant thing that flashes across the screen every time someone hits it past turn.
yeah.
I'm gonna craft this coins.
Ooh, crafting coins early.
For 1 point. And I'll grab that coins. And then
Didn't
I
we-
will do my decree. So I'll start recruiting 1
I think we used it since you last updated it.
down
Okay, 9.
here.
But I could be wrong. I can't remember. I can't remember anything that isn't Elden Ring.
That's fair. I can't remember anything
Then
ever.
I will move 1 guy here. And
It's amazing to see that you craft coins just to catch up with the
I
pack
need
in
1
2
mouse move, my bad.
Yeah, it
Yeah, so I'll just move these 2 guys here.
Okay, we're going for a safe build.
yeah, we're going for a very safe spread at the moment.
There. And
Yeah, it's good VP denial, but it does open up another coin
Tunnel,
for
yeah.
Harrier.
But what? I mean, that gets some card draws, but not much else.
Card draws are ambushes, are items,
Or
are
aids. Okay,
aids,
fine.
paths. It's. I mean, this is
No,
this
okay.
is shaping
So
up to be a
we'll
pretty
build
decent game for Harrier, despite the bad ruin items.
Yeah.
right there. That'll be my decree, and then I will use Charm Offensive to draw a card,
Who you give a point
and I'll
to?
give the point to Moles.
Okay, we're gonna spread out the points.
Then I'll
Essentially.
score 2 points. And draw a card. 1 card still. What, 2 cards?
I wonder if I forgot to grab the updated tracker.
Alright.
Well, if you have the old one, it shouldn't break.
Okay. 1 in the
don't
burrow.
know. I can't remember. I just can't remember
Have 2
if I did or not.
actions. First action is going to be to battle Woodland Alliance token up in there.
Interesting,
Would you
gives
like
me a
ambush?
daylight action for that.
I mean,
So we're going for a complete Wooden Alliance wipe.
there's
So
that. Take
I think I didn't get a chance to say this. Though I understand removing
Fox.
the Lost City sympathy because it forces them into a worse clearing, and not that this is a bad clearing for Wooden Alliance. This is still a very good one.
Right, that was my first action. Second action to recruit. Can do each swayed minister. We will move to the tunnel and then move down here.
So as Moles, are we trying to set up that as our base of operations? Maybe.
Potentially, but I feel like the Lost City is a better
You just
candidate.
did 1 daylight action?
Lost City is also a higher profile.
Hand battle.
That's true.
I'm not sure why else we would move
I did battle first, then I did a
3
recruit
warriors into that clearing.
I mean, I think so. I know we have a sword in
And
hand.
then
I'm pretty
two
sure we have another
fox
fox craftable.
Foxfolk Steel, ambush.
Oh, it's not an
Swapping.
ambush.
Okay, so we did have a fox ambush
Sway them
if we needed to counter ambush this.
for 2 points.
Okay, that makes it a little safer.
Nice start there, huh?
Yeah.
It's always nice to be a mole on the mountain map with the Lost City.
We all love the Lost City now.
Yeah. All right. No bird cards revealed. Can't craft. Draw 1 card.
This is a...
Yeah.
I don't know if he paid outrage. Did he?
I don't know.
I mean, it would have hit the discard because we're at 5, unless that 5th was the outrage.
Yeah,
So I'm going to spread.
I think the 5th was. This passive.
Informants.
Minus.
I guarantee you it was that informants that we saw earlier.
Mm-hmm. Still one of my
At
favorite
least
lizard
3, and
bases.
then I'm going to.
It is great.
For a second.
I'm coming for you. All right.
So we've been pushed away from the action off to the side of the map in a bid to try and guarantee that we get a base down.
That's 2 points from me.
What's very interesting is we left 2 cards in our supporters.
Maybe ensuring we have a revolt next turn.
Or maybe we can't spread because we need 3 cards to spread to any location from this position.
Well, we had 2 fox cards, so we could have gone here and then.
Nope. We're at 2 already. We need 3 cards.
Right, but I'm saying if instead.
Instead, yeah. I guess that works too. Whatever.
I'm not saying we do this, and this. I'm saying if we instead of these 2, we do 1 here,
Yeah.
1 here, 1 here,
This one.
something like that.
Yeah, I think that the bid is just like we want to make sure we get something
And
out
then-
next
Right.
turn.
Exactly. That's why I initially.
Draw 1 card.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Go ahead and refresh 3 items. It's gonna leave the back exhausted. All right. Let's slip out of here. Let's go over here.
All right. I
So-
think it's going to be a hammer.
Now.
The one issue with the way we've gone after the ruins as Harrier is we now are going to have to work
Sword.
1 extra action to get to this one.
This is
That's
We've got a boot.
we've got a boot, but that's 1 boot that could have been used on a quest or an aid or so it's just
Well, we don't have any tea,
Or
so
put to move with the birds.
I mean, that makes it even more important that we optimize
I
our
will
actions.
Double
That's true.
8 the birds.
I'm just saying that's a little inefficiency that could end up.
So I'll take the coins.
Double aiding birds
And
in a
I'll
bunny
get
clearing.
onto second of relationship, which gives me 2 points plus 1 for the explorer. Now I'll use disinformants to get rid of this pet to score 1 point.
There it is.
And we go ahead and draw 3 cards. And we are good to go. Yep.
I mean, strong turn for Harrier, strong start.
Yeah, that's a good start. Look, even though it was maybe a little inefficient and we used up a lot of items, we're in a good spot for next turn to be able to get to that last ruin with the slip. We got points from aiding, which is always good,
Interesting.
and we're starting to move paths, which is something I thought we would see earlier.
I think the hope is that next turn we see Harrier move over here, explore, move over here, craft a hammer.
Or
no,
craft a
with so
hammer
many
and a
cards as
T, or
birds,
craft just a
this
T,
is-
or whatever.
I'm sorry, hammer is
more
Fox
three.
suit. My brain was being very silly for a moment. Yeah, we don't need to even move to craft it.
No, we do not. But I just played along with it.
You were playing along with it, yeah.
2 foxes.
Sorry, my brain just was pretending it was mouse for some reason.
Yeah, that is what I was. That's
Yeah,
what I
the
was
3
most-
card draw also is
That sounds,
absolutely amazing to be able to
Yeah.
kind of mill the deck to get those items that you need.
Oh yeah, or just ambushes to be annoying to battle.
Yeah. I mean, having 2 swords enough is also kind of annoying.
Yes. Pliskin, the Eerie, crafted the coins.
If you craft something, you got to hit the vagabond, right? Is that like the opposite otter meta?
That sort of used to be, well, it was more like
yeah.
for every item you have to hit the vagabond at
I'm
least
just gonna do it,
twice,
okay.
but
I think once is enough now.
now
Put a
maybe.
bird
Yeah,
in
it's
back.
craft an item, hit the vagabond versus buy an item, hit the otters. Okay, so we are seeing
And
Eerie maybe lean into some battles. I had to lean into you for that effect.
I noticed.
Clearly.
This is a very strong bird decree.
Mhm.
You know, nice, no stable, no
No
turmoil,
stable.
no stable, no turmoil despot going on.
Yep.
I need to get my actions up. Okay.
We have plenty of cards.
Oh, there we go. We've made
Oh.
it. That now we've completely thrown it off
Rabbit
kilter.
in.
We have created a hole in the armor.
We'll see how that goes.
Granted, it is the suit
All right.
that we can
so
do this in.
Yeah.
Over here.
Pat is very upset that those cards were not placed in reverse.
Actually,
Yeah, with
can hit me twice. Yeah, I'll put one over here.
I could really see it go either way because a suited battle
those two,
is relatively safe in a game with the
then
Lost
I
City.
will-
However,
But looking at the map right now, it actually you could battle Harrier,
Actually,
you could
I'll
battle
go
Moles,
over
but it would not be hard for the
Go
table
there,
to
go there.
get out of Bunny if
then I
we just
will-
abandoned the Lost City for
if
a
we
turn.
abandon the Lost City
Move
and Vagabond
this
just
guy
leaves,
here.
which is going to do anyway.
And then I will move him up here.
This is gonna hurt.
Surprised not to see the Eerie go for
Yep.
that third
It's just one
bunny
little battle.
roost.
You'll
Just for that extra safety.
it was
Yeah, I mean not just safety, but also that soft denial of like not letting Moles
Get
move in
there.
here.
Yeah, Mole's moving into a
level two,
3
that's
suited
just-
bunny a 3
Alright,
slotted
that's just
bunny
not
clearing
gonna
sounds
happen.
awful.
Right. Way more terrifying than the fox.
It's not
Maybe.
mystery.
Even with one coin gone.
Ambush.
no.
And we are battling Harrier anyway.
Oh, God damn
Just
it.
a little bop.
Friendly boop. Didn't turn turmoil or hostile.
Did not turn hostile.
My god. I can't talk.
You can't.
Actually,
Okay, so
Build up there.
I need to be honest with you here. I think you might have an Elden Ring problem.
Yeah, the problem is I'm not playing.
No, not my coins. Let's do a sword.
Sword, really.
Okay, that's very sad. Okay. Yeah, so I built my roost up there, and then I will not be using Charm Offensive because I already have too many cards.
Did we not? We didn't open a path, did we?
We did not.
We had one path we have access to without doing anything. And again, it would not have been hard to move up here to get access to another.
And I'll draw a card, and I have to
True.
discard one. Oh,
8 strat does not want swords over the morrow, so we could be seeing this Harrier pivot into an 8 strat. But
If that's the case, would it be more interesting to get rid of the bag so you can start discarding
Yeah.
or to damage the bag to start discarding the sword?
that's certainly one way
No.
Don't discard that.
to do it.
yep.
All right, well, there's the anvil.
I only hit you once, and I didn't make myself hostile, but I will be discarding the hammer.
That is a very hostile move.
That is. I want.
The vagabond is crying, and I can hear it in his voice.
Yeah, no, I mean that's sad.
I think I prefer the false hope, giving the vagabond a false hope by just like sitting on it, never letting him know it's there, make him look for it, and then desperately realize that no, someone has it when the deck runs out. You know, the brutal way of doing that.
So I think this is the big turn for moles. They've had their very basic turns 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
They got their action economy up with Bridget and Mayor. Do they now pivot
Okay, removing a path. That's interesting.
into Swole? Was the rest of my sentence. It looks like we're setting up to maybe head there.
Maybe.
It just got really quiet. Is that me or is he talking?
Nev and Pat, I disagree with you, actually. I don't think you should put it into the decree because that is a target to get turmoiled by the Vagabond. That is a clear target saying, Vagabond, come turmoil me
I discarded
because I
Foxwolf
put
Steel
something
to
in here that you
remove
need.
a path. Or to
It
clear
depends on where you put it, just because
and now I'm using my
it comes down to how stable your decree is.
With the bunny in recruit at this
Right.
point in time, I would very much not do it. I'm just in this current situation.
And then I'm going. Yep,
Also,
I've got
yeah, he has
Mayor.
very bad access to Fox. So putting a
You got-
Fox card
and
in
then the
decree would
ones
definitely
where I
hurt.
really thought about moving in
But
there, just
anyway.
seeing the Vagabond again. It just feels right to hit Vagabonds.
Ooh,
Yeah.
teaming up on the Vagabond.
Vagabond is in the lead.
To move.
No, the moles are in the lead, but that makes sense.
You're leaving
This
one in the
time,
burrow?
I'm leaving one in the burrow. And we're going to reveal that for the Lost City,
Oh, a T.
and that for the mouse clearing, and we will sway the Marshal.
Okay, going to Marshall.
Alright,
Okay.
no bird cards revealed. Take
Okay.
those back to my hand.
No formal. No lord.
Draw.
We didn't see a Swole pivot this turn.
Just very spread out.
Okay.
I guess he's getting a base on the map.
So yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, there's the 2 bird cards we kept to guarantee a revolt.
Very
makes
nice.
sense. Makes
Good.
sense.
That's it.
I disagree, but makes sense.
Maybe this is to ensure we train?
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I didn't think about the train. The only reason I disagree with that, if the train is not the reason, is because either of the other clearings would get 2 warriors off the bat, which is
Right.
an action saved.
Right. No, I agree. I agree.
going to spread sympathy.
I'm just saying for chat.
Yes. No, I
Why I vehemently was like, no.
don't disagree with you saying it.
Okay.
It's for the train.
Yeah, absolutely for the train.
There still might have been an argument for going in Fox. I don't know. That'd be a tough decision in the moment.
It would be. I do not envy that position. Although I do think that having any warrior out on your base would be a good choice.
Yeah, you might wanna at least place the 1 warrior.
A guy here as well.
Toastgate.
And I'm going to into evening. I'm going to
Good Mark, why would you hit moles?
recruit.
They're so cute. Also, like, looking at the back of the Exile and Partisan deck, I see now this mole in the bottom left corner, and my brain is just like, that's a very short mole.
What?
And I know that positionally wise, that like their height has nothing to do with anything,
Oh.
but that's a very short mole.
Items.
Okay.
Hmm.
So we know there's a hammer.
It's a small mole.
Let's move. Slip. Sorry.
Yeah, we know there's a hammer. Presumably we're going for it now.
That. To finally
Your
get
hammer.
a hammer.
I always love how
Took
the
a
hammer's
while,
always
but
the last rune.
we got
Like,
it.
somehow, like, magically, it's either the first or the last.
I know what my brain was thinking before. I didn't want to craft hammer before. I wanted to craft tea before. That's why I was saying go to Lost City.
Yeah, no, I know that's what you...
Let's go ahead and use
I knew that's what you were saying. I thought that's what you to
this
clarify you
fox
did.
since
No,
I'm sorry.
I somehow tricked myself into thinking I was talking about Anvil, and that's why I was confused about. Oh, we did. I was saying the nonsense about not needing to move.
Next points. One for
Going
the
back to Elden
sword,
Ring.
one for the pet. Now we will go ahead and use our hammer to craft the crossbow.
Okay, double crossbowing it.
Okay.
I love the idea of just like
Now
two-handed
from
crossbows being
against.
like, I got this, guys.
Get one more point.
Can't load them after I shoot once, but I got this.
And
I say get revenge on those birds.
Not to make this an Elden Ring stream, but there is an enemy in Elden Ring with 4 hands and 2 crossbows.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 2 bows, and
I'm
it
gonna give a
loads
card
them
to
with the extra hands. It's actually
allies
really hilarious.
with my crossbow.
Last thing.
I'm gonna
Last
give
Elden Ring reference.
my
I highly doubt that. In fact, I would
I'm gonna
gamble
give you
that
this
is
card.
not true.
It will be fun if you
You said the word gamble. What have you done?
And he gets one.
We're close to 15.
First two.
Yep.
Either,
And I don't have one, so I was aiding you, and then I was actually fighting that. Sorry for the
So-
weird interaction. So you can see my card. It's not a. Okay, we're good.
This is where I wish you could have 2 concurrent
Yeah.
gambles at the same time.
Right.
Draw
I
3
definitely wish
cards.
that.
Because I would happily throw up a silly.
yeah, you just take one from the deck.
Interesting that we were getting a crossbow and not a T.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought for sure we would have at least one, but I guess not.
Yeah, I mean we really got to get a T, or else we're gonna stall out hard in the mid game.
Well, we're sniping Woodland Alliance tokens, so
No, I mean that'll do well for us. I just
I'm always for putting a vagabond in the forest, especially Harrier.
I don't agree on that. I think it's a
like if we go snipe a warrior like a toast, and then we just continue farming sympathy every turn, like that can be really lucrative. I'm just worried about the action economy going into the mid-late game when people get stronger engines up than you have, you know?
I think in recruit.
fair. It's a new trend. Over the morrow, I know that Guerric's also been saying us and we a lot when playing Elden Ring, and he's playing that by himself. But including
Right. By myself.
Motherfucker. Who do you have this time? Stop seducing people, it's annoying.
I didn't make that reference. I don't lose the gamble yet.
Able to hit him once is bad, right? But I don't know if I should put
I'm gonna make it
bird in the
happen.
recruit,
You know
which
I will.
I need more guys. How many guys do I have left?
So what are you doing after this?
Moving furniture.
That's fair. That's what you should be doing after this.
See?
If I hit the vagabond once.
All right,
hit him
Squid
the
Mark.
second
I can.
time,
I'm be down with that.
Sure.
Was playing earlier today.
All right, cool.
Play some more.
So we'll just do that with the recruit then. And
The most exciting.
I don't have to discard that. Okay. The removing paths is anytime in daylight, right?
Believe so.
Yep. In daylight.
So
Yep. In daylight.
before starting my decree, I'm gonna craft. I can craft it, right? Not gonna. Yep. I can craft it. So I'm gonna craft this.
So,
I'm lagging.
Grab it. I'm going to.
I'm trying to let Humberto take his turn. But I do want to comment that what we predicted came to pass. Moles have moved in here
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's a lucrative 3-slot bunny clearing. Hard to resist that.
Yes.
It's now that much harder to get a roost in there. We can do it. Like I'm not saying it's impossible for us to do or anything. We have plenty of warriors here. It's not. We can just roll in. We could battle if we want to. But it is.
Some here.
It means that we have to mobilize those warriors to the front line when we didn't necessarily need to before.
That's true. I mean, we do have one more free easy build
Sure.
in the mouse clearing.
Yeah, so I got the
But I also want to point out the area has to fight this turn. And there's really only one target.
I can select them.
Is it the moles?
Here we go. I'll move
No.
4 guys down here.
No, it's the vagabond by removing his
Then
path.
I
I keep
will
hitting
discard this, even though it's.
I think that's what's happening.
Points, but I don't want
It's the second T we've seen hit the discard. They are just going to bully this vagabond into the ground, and I'm okay for it. This is hilarious. I don't necessarily agree with this path course. I think the moles do need a little bit of a check, but I understand in terms of just points, the vagabond is a little scary right now.
Vagabond repair, no. So it's only 1 hit. Right, no T though.
Definitely build there.
I would have liked leaving 1 behind,
Hit me with the
just so we
sword.
don't have to do a future
Still
move.
1 left.
That's fair. That's fair. Also, we don't know if the vagabond has a
Ambush?
ambush.
Vagabond can only deal 1 hit in the battle, though. We only have 1
So those
undamaged
are my
sword.
moves,
That's true.
That's what I was
and
checking a
will be
minute ago.
battling The vagabond.
That is
Alright.
a
Ambush.
good point.
Nope. Go ahead.
Let's go for a 3-1. No.
Or an 0-1.
The Eerie really likes just going, hey, hey, hey.
Oh my goodness, this is just painful.
I liked it.
Ah, god damn it. All right.
Oh no, my second crossbow. Whatever will I do? I guess I'll go back to the crossbow sword strat.
Aiding strat could be online. It isn't. We damaged a crossbow,
Let's see if I
which is interesting.
charm offensive. Yeah, I'll do charm
I
offensive.
think we didn't want to be undefended,
So I'll draw a card
considering
with
it seems we have a target on our back, even when we don't. We're out of the way of
Give the
everyone.
point to the
The interesting thing about being undefended,
that point.
if you don't have a
And
T,
that,
you
I
can
gave
actually-
another free point to the Woodland Alliance.
I see
that's
that.
8,
If you don't have a T,
Sorry, that's why my eyes got real big.
and then I'll draw 2.
if you don't have a T,
Yeah.
Birds are also a problem.
then being undefended can low-key be a way
You should
to get around that, because when you go to the forest and do an evening's rest, you refresh
Yeah,
everything
everything.
that was damaged.
taking out.
So if you can bait the table into sending you to the forest, you can get around the need for a T.
That's true. That's
I think we
true.
have to hit the vagabond first, and then we can.
But yeah, Squidmark, this is great for moles. This is just all around great for moles. They have been
And their recruits.
completely ignored.
Yeah. You can turn more.
They're just slowly building up.
at some point down the line, like with pretty easily. But the vagabond's going to be a real issue if we don't deal with him like now, because he's going to start
I agree.
8.
I think we have to deal with the vagabond first.
I mean,
Alright.
if I can't hit him, he's just going to like aid us like crazy.
Yeah, that's okay.
Like
Here
if
we go.
you-
We're going
if you-
to daylight action.
Welcome.
1, recruit.
Or
Daylight
hello.
Action 2. Discard. Eerie immigrate. Airy immigrate. I never know. 2. Dig.
Eerie McGeary.
Yeah, there it is.
Right down here. Hello. old
Interesting.
friend.
Are we gonna hit the vagabond?
I think so.
Opposed to hitting women, but when it's a hair.
Which is buying table support. Table. There's a word for that.
We're going to go into
Uh,
Swayed Ministers.
social points. Goodwill.
We're going to Brigadier.
Goodwill. Yes, there's something fancier.
I know it. It's on the tip of my tongue. Social capital. That's what I was thinking of.
I think there's something else I was thinking of, but that's pretty close to what I wanted to say. Yeah.
Hostile.
Promise cubes.
Yeah. I want free cards.
Oh god.
Squidmark. Yes. Birds.
Ambush.
I think birds, Woodland Alliance, and
Toast
moles are all
naive.
subs.
I think that might be true.
I think Juan is the
Two
only
hits.
person who also played in round 1.
Which, speaking of, we have,
Everyone's dying today.
yeah, this is no round 1 winners.
On in.
I don't know how much I buy the martial law Katara when we are next to a base. Although we did just lose one, so Eerie has the martial law. I don't know. This
There
is
is martial law, but
I'm now
also
going to
Vagabond
move my
is
Brigadier and battle
hostile
again.
with
Oh, okay.
moles. Yeah. Which we've bought some. We've curried some favor.
3, 2,
From the table?
yeah,
we
just damage
also-
everything.
God.
Just damage it all,
We also have made an enemy of the vagabond.
which is going to
3
be
hits.
honestly. I feel like that can be
Just
very
one.
brutal
Oh,
for
you're right.
a
I'm
small
sorry,
mole
there were
strat.
2.
Alright.
I
Sorry,
feel like
brutal
that
for
can be
what?
brutal for any strat for moles.
Okay.
Yeah.
The last hit I got it was 2. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. So I get 1 hit. 'Cause-
I don't think moles are policing from last place though.
at the
I think
second.
they.
Sorry, you guys were just breaking
Two
up for a
hits.
second, but it was with one hit on the second battle, or 2 hits on the second battle.
I think they were subtly in like.
Okay, so
I mean, not
Well,
obviously
it's 2 hits
the
now.
lead on points, but I think they were subtly on the lead in the lead on like
quickly out.
general pace and table
And
presence.
I've got one
And,
more battle.
This is a way to. We're going really hard on the battles,
Hit you again.
but the general.
Birds.
I like the concept of this to
Tunnel.
gain some social capital.
Accidentally.
Just trying to use all those
So
words that
and
people
you're
said
now
for me.
defenseless, so you take 2 hits.
Gain some social capital and slow
What I've
down
got left is the marshal.
your perceived
Antic, I don't
and we're
believe
not
you.
going to do anything with the marshal.
competitor.
Yeah.
Go on to swaying ministers.
I do feel like we did a lot of battles though.
I'm
We
in
did. We did
rabbit
3
clearing,
battles. I
fox
feel like we
clearing,
might
and
have.
Lost City.
I mean, we really did make an enemy of the vagabond, and a vagabond with 2 swords and 2 crossbows
No,
is
we're
nothing
just
to
gonna
sneeze
do
at.
Two
Was that the
for
third
that.
T in our hand?
It might have been.
Per point. I don't think I got my point for my.
I think the dream of Vagabond T is dying, guys.
2, 4,
Well,
5,
if if that is the
6.
case,
I got
like
points for
vagabonds
everything
going to the
else.
forest is not a bad
And
thing
2 super
because now we
tokens,
get everything
points.
back.
So that's
But now I really wish that Vagabond had damaged that sword and go all in on
No, I
all
just
in on the
thought
aid strat.
Vagabond killed the
That's
other.
fair. That's fair.
Okay, and you
Dungeon, the unpicked
so
faction was
the tunnel-
Keepers in
the tunnel
Iron,
was sympathy,
or
and then
Badgers,
6 minister points, right?
as most people call them.
The
And
tunnel?
I
What
just
tunnel?
I
always call them by their official name
no, sorry.
and realize I need to
should
correct
have
myself every
8
time.
or 2, 4, 5, 6 from a ministers.
Yeah.
Going for captain. I'm not seeing a swole pivot with these ministers.
No.
You removed.
Oh, yeah.
We have the board position for a swole pivot,
Yeah.
but not the ministers.
I'm very curious to see what the.
Alright,
I'm very
take
curious to
those
see
back
how
to
this plays
craft,
out and
draw
what the
one.
idea behind spreading out so much
Maybe
was
in my
instead of
turn.
having a like badger ball or not badger ball, mole ball.
Well, you set up that martial law very well, and so
Oh yeah, everywhere has martial law. That's crazy.
yeah, that's
Except one clearing, well, and then the bird clearings.
Yeah, Squidmark, he can still pivot into the 8. I would have liked to have kept our options open and not gone hostile with
And he just has 2
with
supporters.
moles if we were going to do that. That's the only thing I meant. We certainly can still do an 8 strat. It's just going to be slightly more limited than it was.
He can at least-
Or we can do the explosive harrier squirrel strat where we
can
just
always
go ahead and
move
declare
the path. Oh, wait,
destroy
that
them
path's
to
already
the
gone.
crisp.
no. Well,
He's got
this one.
that
Yep.
path.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Sorry.
I'm not saying exclusively make moles your primary aid target, but getting an extra, 1 to 2 points from aids with moles. I can't remember if we did any aids with moles up to this point. We did 1. So
Very first turn.
It's daylight.
We've aided the moles once and we have aided the Eerie
I'm
3
going to-
times.
I have to be a little bit greedy, so I'm going to craft a rooty.
Ooh.
oh, I thought we'd seen all 3.
I thought so too. Saw 2 at the discard, so maybe that third one we saw was just your imagination.
And I'm going
Doesn't
to.
sound right. Maybe I counted the mole one twice. Yeah.
I think you might have counted the mole one twice.
But yeah, that is great for Vagabond. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Great for Vagabond.
Like, Vagabond's gonna have to take a turn off, but coming back in, they're gonna come in hot. And, like, it's a T and a point, because they have not yet aided the
I'm
Woodland
going
Alliance.
to evening.
That's not true.
Actions.
Oh, they have. When did they do
I
that?
have no clue, but they have.
One.
Oh.
And then to
That's what it was. We double counted the moles.
move 1 here.
I didn't realize you make iced tea in a kettle.
I was trying to think of something to say. I got nothing.
I figured. I saw the gears turning, and I was like, let's see what he's got.
I could not eke a joke out of that.
Since I just got murdered, try to crawl myself into the forest.
Just gonna limp along here.
Trigger everything, refresh everything.
Why that forest and not this one?
Because sometimes you make bad decisions. But
The perfect
I'll
explanation.
take
This
three
is for me,
cards.
maybe.
I mean, you can't argue with it.
All right.
No,
No, I gotta
you cannot
discard
argue with
two
it.
Cards.
I mean, being close to a very much
One more.
correct Woodland Alliance
Which
option,
one
I think,
is
is not
Pretty
the wrong choice.
useless.
Yeah, in case that Woodland Alliance soldier dies, you are one slip away from a base, which is probably going to be
let's
there
get
their next turn.
Yeah,
This one.
Unless the table
Alright.
decides we're going to
And
kill the
with
heck
opens,
out of that Woodland
and
Alliance.
Just
I agree.
end my turn.
Which I would be surprised to see, but never know.
What
yeah,
Harrier?
Yeah, cause sorry, I can't see. There are certain pieces I just can't see on certain maps, and the Harrier definitely is one I cannot see on the
going
mountains.
to-
I don't think there's a Harrier on this map.
Nope, I don't see it. I do not see it.
Yeah.
You might be mistaken. They can also fly, but these are eerie pieces.
You gotta go into the forest and hit the vagabonds.
In a turn, or two,
I'm
or
looking for
whatever.
you in the mountains now.
So that's just how I heard
No,
it in my head.
I need another rabbit clearing.
Nev, does that mean you can see them, or that they're ghosts? I don't know.
But yeah, more serious commentary. Despot does have 3 turns until turmoiling.
That's
This
true.
turn, one more turn of building,
Yep.
and then turmoil on build on the 3rd turn. And there's potentially an argument
So I'm gonna put this.
for leaning into that.
I don't want to, but I gotta ambush bird card into battle.
I'm sorry,
That's a good one.
that cracked me up. Okay, keep going.
There's potentially an argument for leaning into that, but I think there's also a very valid argument to just letting the table deal with the problem and you sitting.
I think leaning into it's a great idea with Master Engravers. We can build our gym and then make chat very happy.
As we know, the true victor of every game is the one who chat loves most.
That is true. Clearly, we need to have 2 tournaments going on simultaneously. We have the actual tournament, and then we have like the chat tournament. And chat's favorite gets like a
Yeah,
pass
I
into
think I'll
the
just
like
do
to
this.
round 3 if we need people to even out numbers.
What I was going to say though is that Erie should maybe be considering fewer bird cards in the decree at this moment.
Rabbit card into
Agreed.
If we don't have an exit strategy for this decree.
Yeah,
anymore.
absolutely. You don't want to lose all those points
Yeah,
because
so
right now
goes
we're
to
losing
it.
6, which is
And
pretty
then
rough.
I will.
Yeah, and that could have been 5 because we just put one of those birds in the decree this turn.
It could have been.
I'll craft that other coins.
Pure coin denial.
Okay, so
So
that
that's 2 points because I've got Master Engravers. And I'll take the coins.
I don't think we called this out directly, but this is a strong crafted improvements game for Erie between Master Engravers,
This card.
2 coins, Charm Offensive.
Two.
We could have had Coffin Makers if we wanted it, but we tossed it into move just now.
that's
Get a
true.
point.
I'm also not quite sure, Translator, unless we absolutely felt we needed that move. That seems like it could have been an easy craft next turn.
There's
And
definitely some
I
decisions
will
happening. I am curious to see where they lead.
Craft one more card.
Can Erie win before turmoil at this pace? That is a
I'll
great
craft
question.
this false orders over here.
We're just gonna craft a false orders to boot.
And yeah, so I'll do the decree.
Yeah, with
coffins maybe, because right now they've got 9 points
I'll put
potentially on
those
the
3
table
guys
before they
there.
turmoil, and that gets us to 24. So we just need to make up the 6 points somewhere. We are despot, so taking out the Woodland Alliance right now would get us those 6 points as it stands.
Do
So it's not possible.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to kill this tunnel this turn,
Oh yeah, 2 for the tunnel. Yeah, I missed
2 for the tunnel. If we chase the sympathy or something, I mean that's
get that mouse.
4 points. That means we only need theoretically 2 more.
Yep.
Which means like we have some flex room
Yep.
because we basically have 4 battles across these 2 turns. Actually, we really have 3 turns before turmoil if we finish it on a craft or a battle.
That's true.
I
That's
could
true.
see Erie winning this if people leave them alone and the Eerie plays it right, I could see Eerie winning this before turmoiling.
Over here.
It's a good call, chat.
But at the same time, like, we should not forget there is a bunny in the
I'm
recruit
going
column.
to.
There is. I think you absolutely have to build that third bunny roost.
Oh,
this turn.
absolutely. I would want to see either the bunny roost or the Lost
These
City
four
roost.
guys over here.
One of the two. We are battling twice this turn, so we're battling moles.
If we didn't,
Moles do have a fox ambush, but do they really want to play that?
right, it's always that question of, is it worth it spending an ambush as moles? What you doing?
Just shuffling these cards so I can pitch it with something.
Because cards are so valuable for moles. They very frequently would
valuable.
rather keep the ambush than use it. But it's still a threat. It's like partisans. It's a threat, that posture of having it.
Very much, yes.
Very many much yes.
Very many much, yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few ways you could take this. If you wanted to sustain the decree longer, you could do something like move 3 up here, move 4 up here, and build, and give let this roost defenseless die or something. Like, I'm sure someone would take it if it's defenseless, you know?
Yeah.
With a battle. Yeah, so I did bird, rabbit, and mouse. Yeah. Where should I battle you first?
It's now, where's Waldo?
I'm gonna battle here
quest.
first.
Where's the vagabond?
Will you ambush?
Do we know?
No ambush.
Okay. Potentially saving
Let's go
it for...
to very
Got it.
Alright, so that's a point for me.
That's 2 points for you, sir.
And now I will battle
Please
you
remember that is 2
here.
points for you.
Do you ambush? Thought so.
Did we miss the 2 points?
2 go away.
Yes,
And I
we
roll
only
the
grabbed
dice.
one.
We only grabbed 1.
Yes.
Ah, come on.
Oh, good roll. A 2-0.
What?
Finally
They
get
had a
one good
safety
roll.
build,
They did.
but that
And
was a
I
good
will
roll.
build.
I mean, I would rather see the Lost City build right now because
absolutely.
it's again helping protect our recruit column,
It's helping protect the recruit. Honestly, someone might try to take it out, in which case it could extend our decree.
right?
Yeah.
I think it's just all
I'm gonna
around
build there.
the right choice.
Alright. So I'll build up here.
And we are in fact gambling at the end of this round, so we'll have to start thinking about that.
Points from-
To
how did
draw
they
a card,
start?
and I'll give a
What?
point to the.
Antic, yes. Erie got 1 point instead of 2.
Okay, 2 points
Yeah, I
from
think
2 points from the coin, 1 point from the
And
1 point from the path,
interesting card.
1 point from the battle, but should have been
and
2.
then I will
4 points from this end part.
get
And
4
he gave a
points.
point to the Woodland Alliance again. So he should be at 21.
And
Okay.
draw 3 cards now.
Humberto's in a strong position.
Vagabond.
See, this is sort of the danger of what ETO was doing with moles, because ETO was very much slow rolling his mole game.
Yes.
Like, nothing he was doing was bad, but he was setting himself on a slower pace than if he'd pushed for a lord, pivoted into swole, and gotten those scoring up, which we didn't do.
Well, the other danger of what ETO did was hit the Vagabond, who's really your only other help in policing.
Also, kind of true.
Like, that's, like, taking out the Vagabond who's,
I don't know, convincing the Vagabond to start policing their best ally.
Well, now.
I mean, it was their best ally last turn, wasn't it?
I mean, yeah, but you still were an ally and not hostile before. You could try to kind of sway it to, like,
I think that element of it would have been a tough sell. That's all.
I'd still have tried it.
Alright.
Versus Bills.
Daylight, 2 actions will be both.
We have. I do think this is probably going to be. Well, I think birds versus all, but Katara, it says Eerie and moles versus Vagabond and Woodland Alliance. So
We will recruit and dig
Eerie Mole versus Vagabond won an alliance.
using tunnels, of all things.
To build a tunnel.
Well, tunnel to tunnel. All right, that's my 2 daylight actions. Now I've got all my ministers. We're going to marshal.
Okay, we're not seeing a swole pivot.
No, we're seeing a
Down here?
turmoil attempt. We are very much about to see a turmoil attempt.
Going to
We're gonna have to get Harrier on board for that.
I think Harrier already
In the
agreed
Lost
to
City.
attacking the
Would
Lost
you like
City,
ambush?
but never
No
mind.
ambush.
Harrier does have glide, so Harrier can get
Right,
to
this
locations.
can happen.
Okay, now I have Brigadier. First will be in this clearing over here.
Go ahead.
Oh, that one didn't really roll much.
Ooh, a 3-0.
3-0.
Oh, what a roll.
Wow.
Brutal.
Second Brigadier, same clearing. For a point. Now,
All right,
going
talk about a
Mayor, the Brigadier.
swing from where we were just 60 seconds ago.
For a
Mm.
point.
We there's a very good chance we see a
And
turmoil
I'm not
for the year
going
here,
to
and
mayor
that's why we do it at the end of the
Freeze my
round.
second battle with the Mayor.
Because then we
Well-
won't know what the
All I've got
Vagabond's
left
going to
is-
do, so it'll be even more confusing.
Let's see, I used Marshall.
Antic, they have a special item that
Okay, but
allows
then
them
I
to
would
do
lose
that.
A warrior, and I'd lose martial law there.
Mm-hmm.
At least he has to organize now instead of
What is
spreading
that?
sympathy.
What?
What is Snap trying to say?
I don't
So
know.
I can go into.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I'm not falling for that.
I can try. Now Fox Dom, Bird Dom.
Whenever I wish, we're gonna do just Lost City and a rabbit to sway the formal for a point.
Okay. A little disappointed we haven't seen a Lord yet from the moles.
Yeah, I'm worried.
Field can't craft yet. Draw.
I mean, Formal is great. I would have liked to have seen Formal last turn and Lord this turn at minimum.
At minimum. Or maximum, whatever.
Right, because it's just we dealt a strong blow to the Eerie, but we need to get our scoring engine up because our scoring engine's not that explosive.
Yeah. Boostek, we got the second with the Lion Space.
Here.
Great for the officer, if nothing else. But yeah, like, the other issue is, like, the Eerie could potentially not turmoil here if the Vagabond doesn't play along.
Right. So much of this now rests on Juan's shoulders.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, like, while going and
You got
blowing
an
that up
officer,
is
right?
good,
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know how good it is to throw your game and not get that T, or, you know, turning your best ally into an enemy.
I mean, we do have the actions to go get the T and also go turmoil area, but yeah, I mean, it would be mandatory that we go hostile with our best
Any sympathy?
brand. So I just don't know. It's a tough sell, particularly when the board state is looking so
Ooh,
different.
Squidmark, that is a very good point.
Ooh. Let me think about that.
We would need 2 boots, which is a problem. We do not have 2 boots.
Yeah. We don't have 2 boots.
So we would need to be able to craft a boot in all of the nonsense that we said.
Remove
Which we could do. We could do if you move.
Right, because it's a bunny.
Oh, it's a bunny.
I mean,
yeah.
so we could do it.
Just showing you how important boots are to the Harrier.
this.
Okay. We're getting another officer.
There goes our win con.
Going to mobilize this one. Then I'm going to my military operations.
Second, how many officers? Okay, so ErPollo trained. We have 3 officers.
Going to
Wait, he trained we should 4 then. Because we had 2 originally and we got 1 from the base.
You're right, we did not train then. What do we do with that soup kitchens?
Clearly we crafted it.
and
I'm not sure what we did with that soup kitchens.
Was that one of the things we used to revolt?
I don't know now.
Anyway, we're in a pretty decent spot. Oh, cleared a path.
I thought he cleared a path with a different card, but maybe I was just getting confused.
We're in a pretty decent spot. We have 2 bases. They're a little parasitic on each other, but you've got a decent spread to the map. You've got a good number of officers.
Cards. We have to reshuffle the deck.
Yep.
It's not a bad place. Oh, you were guessing. It's not a bad place to be in, but it's not the best place Win Alliance could be in. It's so much of their game right now is just dependent on what happens among the other players.
But what's the gamble?
What is the gamble? Lord, I don't know.
Let's
Do it now before he takes his turn.
We'll go here.
Um,
All right.
Pause game, pause. Think more.
By aiding the Woodland Alliance with our crossbow to get the T.
gamble, we gotta gamble.
Yeah, I should have been telling you to prep that during the Woodland
I
Alliance's
get 8
turn.
points.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna
win.
use my ability to fly away.
No, fly.
What?
So odd to use a crossbow there, not a boot, in case you need that. You have bad rolls
no.
against.
How do I feel about that?
No, this
You
is.
feel great about it. Let's go.
Right now.
Do
Actually, no, you don't feel great about that.
I'm actually.
I think you want to do 1 and 3.
Here. Yep.
1 and 3 and 2 and 4, or
I'm gonna go ahead and aid 3 times.
Yeah, thought you might.
Yep.
this is
All
gonna be
right.
a flash.
It's gonna be a flash gamble. So everyone get your wallets ready.
Get 2 points.
Go.
Now.
And gamble's live.
Oh wait, I made a mistake. Wait.
Oh man.
I've already forgotten what I put in.
It is Birds and Woodland Alliance versus Mole and Vagabond. That is correct.
But you didn't use the boot to aid the alliance, or
No,
No,
use
I
a
used the
crossbow.
crossbow.
Oh, crossbow.
oh, sorry.
Can I have my cards back on the table? I have to rethink something real quick.
I think we're
Okay.
Realizing the error of our ways of not having boots.
yeah.
Until I make
I think
this.
so. I think Juan was going for exactly what chat talked about, the sneaky 8 up, move pieces out strat. And if we don't have a boot, and if we don't have 2 boots and the action economy for that, then we can't do that.
Yeah, if
I
you're
mean,
playing
I'm honestly
something, you have
impressed
to go
that
there first,
the Vagabond had
move
3
them out, then move
bunny
back.
cards.
Right.
Yeah, but I need to be allied with him. And I don't have the cards to
Gamble halfway done.
here
Get your
exactly.
bets in.
1 minute to go.
So in that case,
Your laptop die.
I was expecting it. I was hoping it wouldn't do it.
if
I mean, so if we don't if we don't turmoil the Eerie this turn, I don't think they win on their turn. Especially since
No.
they didn't take the point that they needed.
I already messed up,
Um,
so we're good.
so would it be
so
possible
good
to make the
that
moles
goes
just do
either
it and just do your own thing?
All right, we're gonna get there.
You could. The real danger is if you give Erie a turn,
Aid you.
do they put themselves in a position where they probably don't get turmoiled?
I think they're spread so thin that it would be
we'll
difficult
have
for
the
moles to
action
not
economy
do
to
it,
do
especially with
that.
the amount of actions moles has.
I'm just thinking we have 3 recruits. We have 3 moves. We could easily get 2 warriors here.
To do with my team.
Move build. Well, it's only the one build. We could buff up build.
Yeah, I was thinking about keeping
We
it,
could end up building here. I mean,
but I misjudged the situation.
if we push for it, we could end up building in here, and here.
That was either way.
I think Erie could put themselves in a pretty tough to turmoil position.
That's fair. That's fair.
1, 2, and 3.
And they would probably have to kill off a bunch of mole warriors in the process. Because they only have so many moves to set up battles. So they would probably be battling moles where they are.
3.
You'll have to lose an item at the end of your turn.
Yeah, and if I cross something, it has to be 2.
Dial, you love this game. Me too.
Mm,
You could always just hit me
Can
next turn.
I What's 2 per?
I don't think we will have a.
I've never actually seen a vagabond go allied, so I had no idea what it did.
Oh, it does all sorts of things. I mean, I
knew it allowed you to move the allied players'
you know what?
pieces.
yes.
I'll try.
Which actually just got errataed this past week.
Really?
It now uses the force terminology,
Okay.
which is low-key a big change, because it used to be that the vagabond was always the one moving the pieces and thus would pay outrage. Now the vagabond forces the ally to... now the vagabond forces the ally to move, and thus the moved ally would be the one who pays outrage.
We're lucky with rolls. No,
Very
we can't do
interesting.
that.
The hammer instead.
Hmm.
Don't want to lay it all
Think
on
with-
one roll.
With a crossbow and one roll, you should be okay.
Jake, that was ruled by Joshua Yearsley in the Root Rules channel in Wooden Warriors, and he added it to the errata doc right afterward. So it's in the official errata document.
Don't listen to the birds. They're
Yeah,
banking it
no.
on 1-0.
I was just like kinky size for the 2 times I get out of salad.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, to finish that thought, ally, that's you. Move allied pieces, warriors. That poor controller.
I can't.
I know. It lets you aid for 2 victory points per card.
Mm-hmm.
And when you are battling with allied warriors, you may take hits dealing to them.
Interesting.
But if you deal more hits to them than you take, then you go hostile.
Makes sense.
All right. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna come. Yeah, I'll stay here.
I mean, Granite Tap, I don't feel like we often
3
see the
times.
allied strat, so
1, 2, and
It's
3.
a strong strat under very niche circumstances. So we don't see a ton of it, but it can be very powerful if you know how to do it
So we're fine.
and the variables
I'm
align.
gonna move once down here.
okay. So we became allied, but now I
Here's
think we're
the
about to.
greedy part of it.
Are we about to just get like farm the 2 points and then go?
I think so.
I could probably 8 again and do it with a crossbow with a sword, but that will be really, really greedy and dangerous.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I think you should go for it.
Do it.
And I think consistency would be lizards
That's
discarding 1 card for any number of buildings removed, not price of failure turning into that.
I'll do that, yeah.
Yeah, that would make price of failure just
Crossbow
awful.
here.
Or so.
So we get hostile.
I'm sad we didn't see
I
at least
will
1 aid
battle here.
before.
Can confirm Moros.
No ambush.
Okay. Look at me.
Unfortunately.
All right, so I think we are actually going hostile with the Eerie here.
Yes.
We get 1 hit. Let's get rid of its damage shard coins.
Never saw it.
Wait, what are we gonna discard? There's a great
We are over satchel limit now.
We are 2 over session
Oh
limit.
man, this is the item that I got missing.
I mean, 1 over.
Rerolled.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This was the item that I got.
I can't count.
Okay. Well, it messed up.
Yeah, Pliskin, I agree. Those 3 aids are super not worth it if we're just gonna go hostile.
And now
That's 3 actions for 2 points.
Yeah.
so we got 9 items.
I mean, it's not the worst ratio, but it's not a good ratio.
Man. I
Well, we
should
did just
have
see the
thought of,
damage coins get discarded, so that's
aided you
at
with
least
that.
good.
Yeah. I knew there was something missing in my hand. Let's draw 2 cards and call it a day.
But we've turmoiled Eerie.
We have, in fact,
Get a
turmoil
point for the
theory.
roost.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
We did get cards from. We did get a
So I gotta put a card into.
we did get a
the
coins
tree.
from aiding the
It will
Eerie,
be-
but I don't
But
know.
we just gave up one too.
Yeah, I know.
I know why Juan did it. I understand the thinking. I just can't decide if I agree with it. It really changes Harrier's game, and it changes the landscape of this game, and I think it's in a way that just benefits Moles and Wooden Alliance.
Now, to be fair, even though the
I'm not used to aiding. What the heck, guys? I know it also costs 3 cards. I just didn't say everything. I assumed y'all knew what I was talking about.
Thank you, Master Decoy.
Master Decoy, thank you so much for the 6 months. I'm glad someone appreciates me.
Well, clearly you're used to getting invaded and not helping other people.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, no, that's a pretty good one.
Just do that.
Oh,
I forgot I was gonna craft.
But so it's interesting here. Erie kind of shoring up
those
their
4
bases a
back.
bit, which makes sense. With recruits.
Right, because
Um,
typically the turn you turmoil is the turn where it's a feeding frenzy on your remaining roosts.
Yes, absolutely.
People just
there's only 3, so there's not many. But with
Yeah.
Master and Graver still in play, even
gonna
though we're
craft
losing those 2
this
points, if we go into Builder, we could potentially just start
Bag. There's still
farming.
bags, right? Yeah, there's.
right there. I'm not a
Item
big fan of
points.
Builder. This is maybe the world where you go Builder.
Just because there's still a ton of items. People are
Bag.
nervous about doing items because of the
2
Vagabond.
points.
Well, in fairness, we should point out only 4 of the remaining 7 items take full advantage of Builder. The other 3 are worth only 1 point anyway, so you're not losing anything from a different leader.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's, I think, why we just saw the bag get crafted now.
Yeah. And we would have to go into Fox to take advantage of 3 of these.
We are in
4.
Fox.
I go into turmoil.
We'd have to do more.
Yes.
More.
Yes. We'd have to put at least 1 more out, which I don't think is unreasonable.
So I could see a world where we go Builder here if we have exactly the right cards in hand.
I mean, I do think Charismatic is probably the better decision.
But 90% of the time, it's still Charismatic. As I'm just trying to make a case for Builder here.
Just
give me that.
We were just having fun. Y'all love Builder so much, we figured you'd be for it.
Yeah, I try to go for Builder after chat, begs for Builder all the time. I try to talk about it, and it's like, nah, Guerric, you're wrong. Go Charismatic.
You crazy. That's right.
I will not be using Charm Offensive.
Oh, I forgot we were sitting on that false orders.
You really should
I'll
change
get
out your leader, dude.
I think we're
2
getting there.
points.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I cannot do a good Builder, Jim. Antic.
I don't even know what Builder Gym is. I just keep saying
draw
it
2
out loud
cards.
because people keep saying it
I
out
need to
loud.
choose a new
It's just a
leader
meme.
as well.
Cool.
True.
It's a character they did.
Saw that hover over Commander for a second. I don't agree with that.
Should I go?
Yeah, Commander is...
I like Commander a lot. I don't think that there's many points to be gotten from...
Okay, Nev, you have to make that one. You have to make a Despacito card now.
Please, Nev, please. I don't think we have the board presence to hold up Commander, and I don't think there's enough points on the board for Commander.
The problem is always that unless you were doing a final push with Commander, that extra hit is what you need to get across the finish line. Charismatic is just a better Commander in the long run.
Yeah,
because it gives you better control over the hard part, the battling, and lets you recruit enough to actually sustain it.
As it was written, so shall it be.
The pact is sealed.
You're really trying to not lose this bet. It's amazing.
What part of that would be related to the bet?
No, just these kind of terminology and verbiage is what I expect to see in Elden Ring.
Oh, that was just me talking.
No, I know.
All right.
Okay. Still.
You did miss the bet, Moro. I'm sorry.
You also bet.
You also bet. You missed a fake bet, I guess. There's a fake bet going on that I will refuse to refer to the game that will not be
I
named.
don't know. I do have no action economy. I think
Your
that
union
the
meeting did
Vagabond
get
with
you
the
to lose
T
to miss
and,
the
like,
bet,
a million
Pat.
items is
Quite sad.
the bigger threat.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
I'm equally worried about both of you. Just trying to determine what to do this turn here.
So if you hit the Vagabond, I'll worry about not doing too well.
Dark Souls 4.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate that.
That's the big thing, of course.
I've already covered that in this game. Alright. Daylight, I think we're just going to recruit.
I really would have liked to have seen Moles pivot into
No more
Swole last turn.
battles to open.
Absolutely.
We could have had a really big points burst this turn.
You could have. I would have liked to see. Because if they had had the formal out a turn before, and now we got our Lord, it would be...
Or if we'd done a Lord before, and
Yes,
we just...
Now we get the formal... Either way, I think it could have been a really big swing.
Brigadier.
However,
Yeah,
to play devil's
Brigadier.
advocate, it also is
One
putting a
there.
target on our back for this little squirrel here that wants to come and kill
3
everything.
down
Because
here.
right now the area clearings are more juicy because they have buildings, whereas the mole clearings do not.
Oh, wait. Yeah, it was ministers first before I sway more. All right, now we're going to Mayor the Brigadier and
Love Shard, I have said that because
would you like to ambush?
I'm just not convinced a small mole can keep up in a game with Wooden Alliance
Just not rolling
or
for
a
me.
Despot Eerie.
Oof. Well, that was a good swing for the moles against the vagabond.
We've had some painful rolls today.
Yeah,
Second
especially
mayor
against
battle.
that vagabond. The
Same
vagabond's
spot.
been getting hurt pretty bad.
That's why, so I didn't get a chance to address your point, but this is why I wasn't 100% agreeing with you, because I knew moles had said they were about to go swing at vagabond.
Yep.
So that's why I'm not.
3.
I guess if you can do both, it makes sense.
I just really think you need to go swole in a game with Wooden Alliance and a Despot, or a Despot Eerie, because those are 2 racing factions, and Small Mole is good. It's not
If you like that,
going to
I'm
keep
going
pace
to
with those
Marshall.
2 in most
Come back in
situations.
here.
Unless, like, I don't know, you can take perfect advantage of the sympathy or
First one,
something
I
to
Brigadier
be getting all those points.
That's fair.
into here.
Chancellor, unpicked faction was Badgers.
From here, I only did 1 move, actually.
Um,
Oh, no, I did. Sorry. I also moved in here.
Is
1
charismatic
into this
not
mouse
also a
card.
noun?
It is also
Got it,
a
got
noun.
it.
It's not like commonly a noun.
2 mouse cards.
It is. I understand why it's.
I need
it's
I understand it's more commonly an adjective, but my brain was now like rapidly being like, wait, but what's happening?
exactly enough.
Mayor.
It's not going to keep pace unless you're beating ass like a rented mule.
And that false orders really makes me nervous, so I don't think I'm going to fall
What is that?
while it's
What?
So I have fox clearing, 2 mouse clearings.
I'm gonna have to remember that one because that one's really good.
Clearing.
Which one?
The rented mule. Beating ass.
Sway.
What?
The
What is it
Duchess
from?
O'Mud.
What do you
No,
mean?
that's just. I'm just saying that's clever.
Oh.
It's wordplay because ass is a donkey. Or
No, you said
I'm gonna have to remember that one to use it in the future.
Yeah, I heard.
Craft, don't discard, draw 1. Maybe. In my
Don't judge, Squidmark. I don't kink shame.
Okay.
I do. No, I'm just kidding.
Obviously, I'm not going to revolt.
Yeah, no, I heard. I didn't remember that one, so that's why I thought you'd heard it before.
Mm. Mm.
Shoot.
Isn't that just Elden Ring? Wow,
Damn it, I
he's
put-
trying so hard to not react.
use my
I was trying to find something to say. I can't.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
I forgot about it too.
Yeah, Despot's out. Time for Wooden Alliance to go in.
Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Scary Bone, I said this before, but I saw a hilarious tweet from somebody who was like, so I've just started getting into the root community, and why is everybody so horny?
Make it still spread.
Talking about dom swapping, talking
So
about...
that's
I forget the other things now.
Alliance.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So okay. So Woodland Alliance.
Okay, then I'm
Woodland
going
Alliance
to,
spread sympathy. I thought they might.
I'm going to
Yeah. So they spread sympathy into the Lost
Respect.
City.
Someone gave me a point for the sympathy token? No.
I did not.
Okay,
Nope.
so one for the sympathy token. And 1 for tag.
So the Lost City is not the danger it could be here. You know, the whole Wooden Alliance Lost City interaction depends entirely upon Wooden Alliance having bases left on their board.
Yes.
Because if you don't have a base on your board, you cannot revolt infinitely.
Yes.
So the table doesn't have to panic about that sympathy right now is the point I'm getting at. The Warlord, I forgot about the provocative mood. Mood does mean something different to Australians, that's true.
I'm also going to craft.
I had a
didn't
point. I got
notice.
distracted by it.
Sorry, I was just reading Nev's comment and I was like, what?
I didn't remember that actually making it to to card text. I feel like that was just spitballed or something. I miss Headstrong.
And I'm going to
Well, there.
use the League Adventurers Mice to make a move.
That can be a very good craft for an alliance.
It can. It can. I mean, actions are very precious to the Woodland Alliance.
One
So.
guy over here.
Although that also could have just been an officer.
I'm going to
That's with,
mobilize.
That's fair.
That's with League of Adventurous Mice.
We had a warrior to train.
We did have a warrior to trade. I mean, to be fair,
I'm going to mobilize
I feel like
2 cards. I'm going to take 3 actions.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with crafting the loam.
Mobilize this one.
Oopsie.
loam over. Yeah, I don't know
The
if you
loam
want a
overtraining.
momentary action versus a permanent, potentially longer term action.
Right. I can
I'm
understand.
going to
They both will give you an action right now. It's
Here.
just
You certainly. It could be a clever play in working around your warrior component limits.
yes.
But yeah, I think the longer term action benefit would have offset.
And then
Things
I'm going
better.
to end my turn and draw 3 cards.
Make sure we're alerted to a snare. Well, granted, as we commonly know, snares don't do anything. So
I think now we have to start worrying about the alliance.
I'm just. There's a magic card. What's his? What is it?
All right. I refresh
It's
items.
I'm calling out multiple people, Pat, not just you,
Here.
but you are one of those people. That is true.
I'll go
for the
ahead
for the
and-
provocative warlord turning into a snare. I'm just imagining. I think it's like
point.
enthralling victor or something like that. It's a red, I think,
I'll use
creature
boots
Okay.
that
into the last
gains
two.
you control of an opponent's
Hostile
creature until the end of turn or
moves.
something. And it's like the dude is like bare chested and super sexy. Yeah, enthralling victor. Yeah, I'm just completely imagining that, but for the warlord.
Here.
I'm sorry.
I'm imagining that, but for rhinos now because of what
Will
Trenzalore
get
says.
prepared.
So
Which I get it unexhausted from what I know.
Yes.
is-
Yes.
All right. And the T goes down here.
And now we definitely have to worry about Woodland Alliance.
yeah,
got 2
double.
points.
We just double fed
Balls can
um,
bottle here, here, here.
Woodland Alliance by aiding
Bottle
them
there.
twice.
This feels like playing with fire.
This is fire.
2 bases here.
And that's it. I'm gonna draw.
Playing with fire maybe does not
discard my
convey the
control
severity
set, so,
of this.
okay, I can have. Up
This
to
is maybe
10
like-
items and I have 12.
Playing with a nuclear warhead.
10, 11. No, I have 11. I just have to discard 1. So let's go ahead and discard.
Yes. Yes, Scary Bones. Yes, he is.
Antic.
Go ahead
Victor is
and
100% his name.
discard.
Playing with a landmine? A 20-year-old landmine, maybe?
Let's just
Yeah,
decisions.
what does this get us as Harrier? It
Got us 2 points.
I could
got us 2 points. It gets us close to going full allied.
Which I feel like the Woodland Alliance was the one faction you didn't want to be allied with.
All right.
Well, if you can outrace them
I'll be right back.
by aiding,
Okay.
It's true.
but our coins are damaged, so we don't even have the card draw to go full allied. We haven't done any questing.
Nope.
I don't know if I'm seeing it.
I agree. I also appreciate the spread of VP markers.
I don't know if I see it with what. I mean, Katara, there's a world. Like, Woodland Alliance is on a turn delay with those cards. You know, it can't use them the turn it gets them. So there's a world where if Vagabond is close enough, you know, maybe 2 solid turns of feeding Woodland Alliance for points, I could see that working.
This
But I agree. Like,
tours into build, and I'm gonna put
if it takes longer than that, you're feeding them more than you're gaining.
this mouse ambush into move.
Can I see the board?
Yeah, we're going over in a second.
That's all good. Win, win, win.
Nev's saying if you ally with one alliance, move their warriors away from bases and then pop the bases.
While I'm
Yeah.
still in birds.
I will say, if ErPollo sees that coming, he could get a number of officers so that he will still have actions after losing the bases, and potentially just ride to victory without any bases on the map.
It's possible.
Because if you have warriors on the map,
So I'll
you don't necessarily need your evening actions, your bases, because you don't need your evening actions to recruit.
Yeah.
You already have your warriors. You can just move and organize.
Yeah, so if you move and organize, we only will get 4. Because you can't put
I'll
more
do a
recruits
mouse
on,
move.
assuming you do it.
Right.
Assuming depending on when you do it.
These 3
But the other potential
over here.
downfall to that strategy
Then
is
I will battle
you lose the card draw,
here.
which is
Any
Right.
Which is
Right. I mean, this would
very
be a Hail Mary play.
Yes.
This would be a way of closing out the game, not a way of, riding out half of a game.
that's fair. That's true. A Lost City Revolt right now would hurt the Harrier pretty badly.
Yeah. Moles could just get out of there.
I'll build.
Like,
And I mean, a triple base alliance is spread pretty thin.
right. I mean, the
Now,
Wooden Alliance is certainly going to be tempted to revolt there, but I don't
offensive.
know if they even necessarily want to. 3 hits, AJ squared. Also true, Nev.
Breaking up. I don't know if you said something.
That's my other issue with Harrier's turn. Harrier
Are you
just
sure about giving the point to the
killed their next turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're allowed to score a lot.
I don't think so. I think you're going to remove one.
Granite tap,
That's it.
no. The answer is
The moles?
no.
You're allowed
And I believe that
to score a lot.
I gotta double check that, but that is one of the few things that was just flat out changed with the Marauder update. If I
Did you
recall.
have done it previously?
Yes.
I
However,
think I should give the points to the alliance.
you could only move the warriors if it's a move that they could also perform.
And
Because at the time, the 1.3 or whatever said that when you're controlling another player's pieces, because again, we weren't forcing yet, we were
No, he can.
following that. When you're controlling another player's pieces, you had to follow all movement rules and stuff for them. So if you were to glide from here to here, you could take allied moles because moles can also make that move.
Oh, okay, I see.
it's hard for me to choose which card to discard if I want to do that, though. You'll
3.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure glide got updated with Marauder to
Got
be
7 points. He's at
the
15,
Vagabond
he's at
only.
22.
It's fair.
That's fair.
I don't know who's more
Not other
dangerous to
pieces.
the
Yeah,
alliance.
move only your Vagabond pawn.
Supporters.
Anything, yeah. And that's the only change.
I mean, I do agree with Squidmark that Hera almost always been hostile immediately, so
Right.
it never really mattered.
What's next turn? Either way.
Except for some nicer
I
tables.
don't see.
Well, I mean, we say that. Not everyone plays hyper-competitive
You
route.
have to go into the woods.
I don't have cards.
So I would have.
So I really don't.
I think
mean,
the
it's up
table
to
was
you, but-
discussing the Erie's
Yeah,
charm
but what I'm saying
offensive,
is
and I
giving the
think
points to me is not a crazy thing, probably.
I
It's
don't.
always crazy to give
I feel like this is not a time to use charm offensive anymore, but I don't know.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where you don't want to be using charm offensive much.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, Katari, that would be why. Antic, you're gonna enjoy it, but also you should, at the very least, look at the official errata doc because there are some important errors or changes to the Marauder law that have come up since they sent it to the printers. So you should just be aware of that. It is already outdated. The physical.
Woo! Yay for living games!
Yeah.
So I think I might just hit the one in the Lost City and let these two be.
AJ Squared, if you go to the Leader Games website and go to the resources page, it's listed there under the root documents.
That's true, but
It's also pinned in the rules channel in the Wooden Warriors Discord.
All right, so then I will score 3 points. So 19 to 22. And I'll draw 2 cards.
All right, Erie, not missing much of a beat.
All right.
After their turmoil round, they're still in a pretty solid position here.
Daylight actions.
All right, the 2 duplicate cool things. That's funny. And we're still sitting on false orders, which could really enable a great,
Swing.
finish,
Yeah.
Final swing.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I appreciate that the cool
You already
things
had 3
actually
in the
has a
burrow?
slight
That's
difference to them.
it
scary
does.
burrow.
Yes, I noticed that.
His
But yeah, Humberto in a very good spot despite being turmoiled.
Fair. That's fair.
I don't know where.
Also,
I
Antic7, if you
beneficial
like reading
for me.
rulebooks, you should check out my new
Yeah,
podcast
fair.
called Reading Rulebooks if you,
You
ever
could
want to
dig
learn
straight on top
games
of
while in
his
a car.
base.
moving in there, so he would still get a
Look at
card.
you
from me.
advertising.
I tried, man. I
Get
tried.
into that base, then you give him false cards or whatever. And
That is
then
odd.
kill the base.
He probably just forgot to update the. Yeah, he just forgot to update the thing there.
The heading.
I literally watched him typing it in the other day because I saw him deliver the ruling, and then I opened up the errata doc to tell him to go put it in there, and I watched him typing it in after I opened it.
I could
That's
roll
funny.
5 3 zeros, and I'd be in a.
Scary Bones.
Yeah, it's from outside his house.
What are the chances?
Got her out of the errata date, that's for sure. Scary Bones, yeah. If you ever check out my channel on YouTube, Make Craft Game, or check out the website,
Those are my best
makecraftgame.com,
rolls.
you'll
That's all
see
my
all
3
the
zeros
stuff that
right
I'm
there.
working on and doing separately of this goof.
All right.
So check it out whenever you have a feeling. And then I do think,
think
because this is the first podcast that either of us have ever done, or I've done. So I think I did it right, setting it up that it's on Spotify and Apple Play and Google, whatever. But I don't know. But anyway, back to the game.
I think what you're saying is it should be available in places where you find podcasts, and
Yeah.
if it isn't, please tell us.
Yeah, please let me know so I can tell. And also, if you want to check out, I think I tweeted about it too, if you want to get the
we'll
link from
dig
there directly to the
using-
video on YouTube.
Bird ambush.
I'm doing my best.
And send them right down there.
Alright.
Yay! It's on Spotify!
Thungan, you joke, but anyone who's listened to the Wooden War Machine episode where they interview me,
Okay, actions now to my
I did tell a story about the time that we
We accidentally went to Patrick Leader's house.
accidentally went to Patrick Leader's house.
Felt like
So-
complete stalkers.
So
That was
anyone
an accident, I swear.
anyone who's listened knows, and anyone who hasn't listened, you should go check it out because Wooden War Machine is awesome.
To attack it.
Oh god, that was
we're
a
gonna
bad day.
That was a great day.
That was a hilarious day. I was trying to figure out where the frick Leader games was and never finding it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need to roll.
And he'll never find out. No one tell him.
To be fair, since the story has happened, Patrick has moved. And I hope
He honestly might have moved before then.
it's possible. I just hope to God that he changed the address in the Business Bureau registration.
Yes, because we showed up, that's why.
That was just my captain. I will
Probably. This is before anyone knew who we were.
just
We're just some
bring
random people.
Marshal one from the borough in here. And Brigadier,
Scary Bones, he tweeted about his move.
not using my second
To be
Brigadier
fair.
move.
He
Duchess
talked about it out
Blood
loud.
For 2 points.
Yeah, after we already discovered it, of course.
Yes.
Okay, let's see, I've done Duchess, Brigadier, Captain, Marshal. I've still got Mayor and Formal left.
All right, back to the game.
Back to the game.
Trying to focus.
Oh, when did we spray Duchess of Mode? Was that last turn?
Yeah, I'm not going to do any of those. I'm just going to
It
stay.
must have been last turn.
Yeah, I think that was last turn because we did gain 3 points last turn.
So we've gone hard into the small mole strategy.
Yes. We do have all 3 out on the
2
board,
points.
so we got our 2 points from that, and then we're getting 2 points now
That's a
from
tight game,
Banker.
isn't it?
Swaying
I-
every small lord we possibly can.
Yeah, I mean, I want to make it clear, this is not a bad small mole game at all. Like, he's playing a strong game.
Yeah.
I'm just concerned the table's going to outrace him. That's all. Because
That's definitely a fair concern, especially since Woodland Alliance is starting to keep up with the pack.
right, Wooden Alliance is very close to. It does AJ squared. Yeah, that line is incorrect.
It is incorrect. If when Marauder comes out and I do an episode on the
Well, I guess it's only
Law,
got
I
one
will
card
include
for
your This is
aiding, so
now
we
what
can't
I've made
let
notes
you
on.
out.
I should maybe. We're going off on so many tangents. I should maybe mention if you use Syria's website, the Root Companion app, he does have some of the errata directly incorporated into the law, such as
cool.
the corrected Battle Delve text. He has it directly in there, and I think a couple other things.
Maybe too much.
All right, getting back to the game.
Nine can hit 9 next turn before cardboard. So
going back to the game, Wooden Alliance looks like they're probably on a 2-turn clock. I would think, just going off of gut feelings. I haven't calculated that.
Katari, what do you mean by that? Can you expand on that for me?
3 for a sway, 2 for Duchess. That's 5. Banker for 4.
Well, we can't banker and sway in the same turn.
Yeah, we can't banker and sway. So I guess just 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points. I don't see the other 2. T-Craft. You gotta build for that.
You have to build for that, and you can't banker that card. Those 2 cards.
Scary Bone, yes. And Riley, you voted for the second option. Oh, Katari, you thought they had a full hand. Okay.
Well, there it is. I was just trying to do math, and I was having a lot of trouble.
One from.
So, do you think this next turnaround is going to be the table's last turn?
I think it could be, depending on how this goes for Wooden Alliance. Again, it's hard to always evaluate Wooden Alliance because so much of their game can be RNG dependent.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, if they're sitting on some great supporters, then this could be a 2-turn clock. If they're sitting on some awful supporters, this could easily be a 3 to 4-turn clock. You know.
What's really interesting, while I think Bunny is probably the most attractive supporter at this moment in time, they really have nowhere they can't spread just from a card limiting standpoint. The only real issue becomes martial law.
Yeah.
Did they spend 2 cards or just 1 card for that? Because that should have been a martial law.
Daylight.
I only saw 1 card, I think, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, like over the morrow, if Vagabond had started off with a different set of quests, this could have been a very different game.
They spent.
I'm going to craft.
Maybe. They might have. Okay, T-Craft for 2 points. These are the types of crafts we need to see for Wooden Alliance to have that 2-turn clock.
Yeah, that's going to put them right up in the pack.
That's 2 points.
Yeah, there's a lot of martial law going on here, and kind of necessary.
Oh, yeah, no, Table has done a great job of setting up martial law. We've been very distracted, but the Table has done a great job of setting up martial law. We have a false orders if we need to crack a base.
We have the ability to craft both swords, as Chad has pointed out.
2 more points.
Wait, we just crafted 1.
Oh boy.
We're going for a big burst this turn.
And I'm going to craft another sword.
Another sword? Do you have? Oh yeah, you do.
Okay, well, now I will say Loam is looking nice, even if he can only use 1 of the items.
The mouse one. Wow.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
That's.
So we started at 16, went out 20.
Holy shit, can he do it this turn?
2 from a
2 from
sympathy.
sympathy, so we got 8 points.
And now if
So it takes 24.
for a second.
Just need 6
I
more
don't think
points.
I can make it, but still.
I think we probably still do it next turn and not this turn.
Well, can I see the Woodland Alliance board? Because I always forget their point spread.
Just once.
It's 2, 2,
Yes, just once.
2, 2,
So we
3, 4,
okay.
4, 4.
So the next one is 5 points, which is I think 1 less than what we need, unfortunately. Or no, is it? Yeah, it's 1 less than what we need. Okay, I will say, in terms of graphic design, that's my biggest complaint about this game, is that you cannot see the Woodland Alliance points while the sympathy tokens are on it.
That's fair. They should have little
Just
numbers.
like a little number underneath it, or just like somewhere around it, just this way I know what the heck is happening. I would have appreciated, but I understand that these boards are very cramped already and very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, the Wooden Alliance board is the single most cramped board in the game. It's the only. I mean, it's the only one that's horizontal like this for a reason. It's because they could not get it to work vertically.
I think we're going to need to remove some bases.
if
This sympathy track is also weirder than it used to be. Like, let's not forget, guys, that the sympathy track is adjusted. It used to be 1-1-1, 2-2,
Three.
3, 4-4.
I think 3-4-4.
Maybe 2-2-2, 3-4-4-4, something like that.
It was bad.
It was bad.
Adventurous Mice as well. I don't know. I think
It is a League of Adventurous Mice. That is important to know. We do have one more action, technically.
I mean, you have to...
Oh, yes, Darth Caboose. That is true. Number.
Nev, some people have done it before. You can fit it, but it's tighter than anything they would do. If you...
Sending 5 mice in there.
The problem is the sympathy track. Fitting the sympathy track on there is a whole mess.
The sympathy track, honestly, is very difficult to do.
There and then there, still 29. So
either way, I think we're gonna have to shut him down.
But he can't.
That's very fair, Dungeon. But yeah, no, I agree with Focus also saying, like, the only thing I feel like kind of akin to the Wooden Alliance board would be the Badgers board, and the Badgers board is fairly spacious.
It's actually the Warlord's board.
Really?
The Warlord is the one that got complaints. Warlord is the one that has a really high number of words, like pure text count on its board.
It also does have 2 sideways tracks. Not fully across the board, but it does have the 2 sideways tracks.
Right, it has the Horde, which was a little tough to fit in. Josh,
especially because you wanted those cheese items.
Josh did have to do some fancy spacing work to get everything to fit on that board. But yeah, the Warlord was the other super cramped one. See, the problem, AJ, is that's not consistent either. Because if you look at something like mole buildings, they get the thing every turn, but it's underneath.
Eerie gets a thing. Oh, I see.
I'm going to...
I think AJ is saying not underneath the pieces, but underneath the slot itself.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, Erie's... People have brought this up before, that, like, Erie's points are below to show it's passive, but it's not 100% consistent across things, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it only works for points. Or for base game.
Not bad at all.
Who knows what the future will hold?
With the crafting.
I was impressed by that 6 points of crafting. That was
okay, so we're in a pretty leading position as the Wooden Alliance. Very much, this is the last round.
What did we do? Did we get all the points we were supposed to get, or did we just like build up defenses?
We built. I think we spread 1 sympathy and then built up defenses.
Yeah, go take all that stuff.
Because we got 24 just based off of crafts and that initial spread, and so we got 2 more points, which I think leads me to believe we spread 1 more sympathy.
To wait.
We can check that.
3 cards.
Yeah, we spread 1 more sympathy.
Pat's paying attention. I mean, it's Pat's favorite faction. Of course, he's paying attention.
Oh, wow. Okay, Vagabond went to the forest.
First time.
Okay, Vagabond just, I think, given up on it, because I mean, there's not much you can do here.
Well, that's the thing. We took that rough turn last round.
To basically lose this turn.
Well, right. Like, that was a really bad for our tempo, because this ended up being the key round, you know?
And, like, yeah, because Katari says this is a huge loss for the entire table, honestly, with Bear being out.
Right. Like, any chance of stopping the Wooden Alliance probably required a full table effort, and we're now down a player.
Yeah. And honestly, even with a full table effort, I don't know if it would be enough.
Right. We could probably crack a base.
You could definitely crack
AJ,
that mouse base.
We're sitting on 4 supporters and 3 officers, so losing a base would be annoying, because it would take us down to 1 officer and potentially a bunch of supporters down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this turn.
I mean, there's a world where you...
I think the Erie's just saying that he's got it.
I could also see that.
He said, I think I'm going to do it this turn, which leads me to believe that he's got it.
Roosts get us to 26. We have to get 4 points.
Wait, are moles
in one battle.
They're next turn.
Could have a craft.
I was gonna say, if we have a craft,
They crafted that tea.
it's
But
worth
I'm
2
pretty sure
points.
Birds are saying they're about to win.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
I'm
4.
pretty
This
sure
is
I've got it.
28. I could see that happen.
And I mean, like, so if we do false orders on the
Just
base, we
I'm
can
just,
get 2
like,
points from a battle there
Triple,
potentially as
quadruple
well.
checking
Right.
and do it.
If we have the hammer or a boot,
do have
I could
this
see it for
slide.
Eerie. If we don't, I'm gonna be very surprised.
But what if we have both?
Mouse.
If we have both, that just makes it that much easier.
I can
Yeah.
build here. I can battle here.
It's got the build, it's
so
got
I'm
the
okay with
battle.
that.
Could potentially battle more.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just
See?
gonna put this bird card into recruit.
I mean, Eerie was pretty dominant all game.
Oh, yeah.
So I am not surprised to see
That's
them
all I
having
have
such a
in
good comeback,
decree.
especially because
Then
charismatic
I
really
will
does
be
help
crafting.
you bounce back.
Here it is. We just flipped.
It's both.
We just flipped 2 cards.
I think he's got both
These
cards.
two.
Yeah, he's got both.
We pitched the anvil and it came back to us.
Yep.
So that's 4 points
Yep.
for the Eerie with Master Engravers.
Oh man.
So that puts us up to 26.
22
This
to
is now just
26.
easy walk. This is
And
a
then I
walk
just
of the
gotta do
park
the
right here.
decree.
Right.
So I'll recruit 4.
All we have to do is not turmoil.
Which I think
Over
is
here.
possible.
I mean, it's
I will-
you can always force your way into a turmoil, but this is a pretty easy.
So I'll just move them here.
Yeah.
Battle the alliance there. In the ambush.
I hope so.
Ambush.
Damn.
It won't matter. We still have the build here.
Oh no, I know that, but I was just thinking it'd be
And
funny,
then I will-
like as like a final act of defiance. That was 4 points, because of Master
GG,
Engravers.
guys.
Over the course of the whole game, it was 4 points.
Oh no, just a man right there.
That's
Yeah.
4 points.
Sorry, that was,
Engravers is good.
Engravers is
There we
great.
go.
I mean, if
Guys, wow.
You're tied for last.
That was a lot of fun.
It was
I
such a
totally-
good game.
I totally forgot half the time that I was on a tournament game. It just was like
let me pay the people, that was seat 2 or 4,
Not a C2 or 4.
which
Those were
apparently was the pair I should have split up, but too late
Yeah,
now.
it's been great.
I got so lucky with the cards, I think. I mean,
Yeah, what a finish.
and a charm offense.
And he missed a point. That's a good point.
Yeah, he did miss a point.
That's a good
I
point.
have actually like a branch scoring for Eerie because of that.
But yeah, like that wooden alliance crafting was hype, and then just the even more hype Eerie crafting for the finish.
Yeah, it's interesting how the two factions that
Okay,
were
so
winning
think
were
I-
the one that had the least amount of money bet on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
fun.
cool,
Very
very
good, bro.
cool.
I mean, your rolls weren't that great, but I mean,
Yeah, my rolls at the beginning sucked, but
Well, good game, everyone. I'm cutting in. Good game, everyone. That was great. Congratulations, Humberto, on that victory. But thank you, everyone, for playing.
yeah, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. Juan, ETO, ErPollo, thank you so much for playing. It has been a pleasure having you. Humberto, we will see you in round 3. And everyone watching, we will see you tomorrow for our next game at noon Eastern time. So,
This is my announcement before that.
so have a great one, everyone. We'll catch you later.
Thank you, Guerric.